Hi, I'm Peter Travers, the movie critic for Rolling Stone magazine, and today we're going to talk about Sicko. Now, you might think Sicko is a movie about the state of the movie industry in the summer because we still see horrible movies like Evan Almighty, and we see things like The Rise of the Silver Surfer, but no, Sicko is the new documentary from Michael Moore, known to many people as the annoying fat guy. He's the one that makes people crazy because he keeps doing documentaries that he's in, and so people get upset. They say, who is this guy to go do Roger and Me or Bowling for Columbine or Fahrenheit 9/11? Well, he's the guy that actually got people to watch documentaries again. And in Sicko, he's taking on the healthcare industry. And believe me, people, the healthcare industry needs to be taken on. In this case, Michael Moore keeps himself a little bit out of the movie. He doesn't even come in for about 40 or 45 minutes. But what he's saying in this movie, sure, it's going to piss off people. Sure, it's going to anger pharmaceutical companies and healthcare industries and politicians who get their campaigns financed by these pharmaceutical companies. But you know what? Good for him. And there are other people that say, you know, Michael Moore's a comedian. He's a grandstander. He's not just the annoying fat guy. He's just full of himself, and he's using comedy to get his point across. And I say to you, we live in this age where people will not pay attention unless there's humor involved. I mean, where do we get our news now? Let's face it, it's Jon Stewart, it's Stephen Colbert. That's where we get it. We're not listening to networks, and we're not doing that, and Michael Moore knows that. So if he has to be the target, good for him. Anyway, what we do when we see Sicko is we realize that Michael Moore had put a notice on the internet saying, send me, you people, send me every awful thing that's happened to you. We know there's about 50 million people who don't have health insurance in the United States, but Michael Moore deals with the people who do and how they get royally screwed over by it. So you're going to see this, and you're going to see some really sad, heartbreaking stories, and then you're going to see some really funny stories, especially when he takes a bunch of rescue workers from 9/11 who cannot get any health insurance, who will not get any health care, puts them on a boat and takes them to Cuba and takes them into Guantanamo Bay, where he insists that terrorist suspects in the military prison on Guantanamo are actually getting better health care than people who are rescue workers in America. Hey, you know, does Michael Moore cheat? Does he fudge the facts a little? Uh-huh. But what do politicians do? They're constantly lying to us. The Bush administration is basically following a preset set by Richard Nixon. And Michael Moore shows us a little bit of Nixon saying, hey, you know, this whole idea of HMOs and stuff, the less care we give them, the more money they'll make. So what we have in Sicko is a movie that says we've got to make the healthcare industry about serving people. He goes to countries like England and France and Cuba and Canada and shows that a socialized medicine is actually working. Here in America, it's not working. People are dying because they don't have it. Richest country in the world. Could there be something more pertinent right now than that? I don't think so. So in a summer of complete movie drivel, we get a movie of mind and heart by the annoying fat guy. And I'm saying to you, the annoying fat guy has a point this time, and the point is well taken.